Hey, what's up everybody? On today's video, I'm going to cover a neat little trick that you can use to get your charcoals going with things that you have around the house, just in case you've run out of these Weber lighter cubes. Let's get to it. So sometimes when you're getting ready to fire your pit up, you don't necessarily have everything you need at your fingertips. Sometimes you're running short on charcoal because you thought you had more than you actually do. If you use these Weber lighter cubes, which are a nice easy way to get your charcoal going, and let's say you're out and you're thinking, well, this is how I usually do it. Let me show you a quick way that you can get the same goal accomplished with things you probably have around the house. So instead of these lighter cubes, we are going to use cotton balls and vegetable oil. Now, these Weber lighter cubes, I got this pack from Lowe's, so it's $4.99 for 24, so that makes these cubes about 21 cents a piece. So the other cool thing about this trick is you can save a little bit of money. Now on the other hand, this package of cotton balls, and these are the mega cotton balls, not the normal sized ones, and this bottle of vegetable oil, I got these from Walmart, and combined they cost $4.82 as opposed to the $4.99 for the lighter cubes. And the cotton balls were $2.98 and the oil was $1.84. So if you used all the oil and all the cotton balls at once, or when you divide it out, I guess I mean to say, that comes out to be about 5 cents a piece, but you're not even really going to put a dent in the oil. So let's get to the trick. So I'm going to use 3 cotton balls here just to kind of show you the example on how this works. So let's take 3 of these guys and then set this aside. And the vegetable oil, we're just going to pour a little bit in here. Hopefully I don't make too much of a mess. All right. That should be good for our purposes. Just a little bit of oil. So now we're going to do 3 examples. So this cotton ball, we're not going to do anything to. We're just going to light that cotton ball. This cotton ball, we're going to soak in the oil. And this one, before we soak it, we're actually going to kind of pull it apart a little bit, and you'll see why we did that in a minute here. You just pull it apart just like that, and we're going to add a little bit more oil in here. Okay, so now you're going to want to dip this in there just like that. And you don't want to get the whole cotton ball soaked, just about half. So that's about half, I would say. So here we have 3 different cotton balls. We have one that has no oil on it at all. This one we did not pull apart, and you can kind of see the oil is soaked into the fibers towards the base, but the top half there is no oil. And on this one we did the same thing, soaked half of it, but we left the top half again just pulled apart. So now let me show you what happens. So we're going to light all 3. So you're going to notice all of them caught on fire, and notice how the one with no oil at all is burning, and it's pretty much going to flame out. And this one that is half soaked in oil, and we didn't pull it apart, it's still going, but it's the flame, it isn't really that big. Now this one, this is the one we did pull apart, and we soaked it in oil. And you can see that the flame on this one down here is a little bit bigger than this one here. So we're just gonna let this go a little bit longer here and kind of see what happens. And you can see over here, let me just turn this guy a little bit, that the flame is still going over here. And let's turn, kind of got it going. So you can see that the pulled cotton acts kind of like a better wick than a cotton that is kind of dense. And you'll notice that the one that we didn't pull apart has already flamed out, and this one that we didn't put any oil on, it's pretty much done. You can kind of see it's still smoldering, but we're pretty much going to call it out. Now this one that we pulled, you can see that it's still going, and it's going to continue to go. And you know, I said we wanted to soak it halfway, and I don't know that we actually got this quite halfway soaked, but you can see it's going pretty good. And so like I said, when you do the math on this, you're not paying what did we say? You're not paying 20 cents a cube. Really, this is less than 5 cents per cotton ball, and that's if we were to use like equal parts oil on every cotton ball. But this vegetable oil will last through several attempts at this, and so that comes out to be about, on the high end, 5 cents a piece. Really, it's much much lower than that, much lower than that. And you know, this is definitely repeatable, so I'm gonna do this again with another one. I'm gonna take care of these guys first though. I'm just gonna take this, I'll take this one. So normally if I had one going and one flame out, I would just actually stack these next to each other, and maybe we'll do that one. But let's do one more example here. So we'll take a little more oil. And this one will do a little bit better. So we'll take this and we'll pull this apart better than we did the other one. So we'll take a couple more seconds to get this pulled apart. So like that, and then we'll soak the oil up, and this time we'll try to get a little more than half. Yeah, I think that's a little bit more than what we did the last time. I got some on the table, so I'll just kind of wipe that up here. Soak that up. Okay, so that's definitely more than more oil than we had on that other one. But one of the things you want to make sure that you do is get this thing lit before the oil absorbs all the way into the other parts of the cotton, because once it's fully soaked, like we'll take this one, right? That's not really gonna light. So there's that. And as you can see, it's kind of getting smoky in here. I'm actually in my basement, and take this guy, he's still smoldering, not completely out. But you can see that these cubes, or not, I should say the alternative to the cubes, they burn pretty well, and they're 1/4 the cost. And you know, vegetable oil is something that you should have around the house, or if you don't have vegetable oil, canola oil, anything that you would use for cooking, and you know, you don't want anything like a heating fuel to do that with this, because you wouldn't want those fumes to get mixed in with your food. But vegetable oil, you know, that's fair game, and you know, works pretty well. And like I said, this is stuff that you would have around the house. So if you're doing kind of more of an open pit thing over wood, you could use this trick to get your fire going that way. If you're using if you're going directly on the charcoals themselves, you could place this in the center, or I've even seen guys use multiple cubes. So if you're gonna do multiple cubes, you just use multiple cotton balls. Starts up pretty easy. The one thing I've kind of been wondering, and maybe we'll do this tomorrow, maybe I'll do it outside, is which will actually burn longer, this setup or the lighter cubes. I don't know yet. We're gonna have to see. I'll probably have to put these out because I don't have great ventilation down here. But that's the trick. Cotton balls, a little bit of vegetable oil. You can kind of make your own makeshift lighter cubes, or in this case, you know, lighter balls, lighter cotton balls, whatever you want to call them. And there you have it. So in a pinch, if you need to get your pit started and you have some cotton balls and any sort of cooking oil available, really cheap. I think if you used regular size cotton balls, it would drop it from, I don't know, it's $1 less. So still, I still think they're 100 in a pack. So what's that come out to? Let me just check on the calculator here. Instead of 482 combined, it'd be about 382. $100 cotton balls. You'd bring that down. Is that right? 1 cent? 382 divided by 100. No, yeah. 3.8. So like 4 cents per. And if you notice, if you check this out, the one we pulled apart a little bit better, it's flaming higher. So if you know, if you're going to use this with a chimney, and maybe we'll do part of the demonstration with a chimney. This is a brand new one. It's definitely going to get past this second. The grate sits right here, so that'll definitely be kissing those coals in order to get them started. So cool little trick. I bet you if I even move these around, they're still gonna stay lit. Yeah. This one's gonna keep going up. There you go. Like I said, if I butt this one up against that one, it'll get going, but I'm gonna try to put these out. Like I said, it's getting pretty, not really smoky, but I just don't want to deal with smoke down here. So we're gonna wrap this video up. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you found some value out of this, go ahead and hit that like button. And I've kind of challenged myself. I'm gonna do post 100 things in 100 days on this channel. This is video number 1. Stay tuned tomorrow for the next video. All right, guys, I'll catch you later. Take it easy. Bye now.